It's important to keep in touch with yourself and to do the things that resonate in your heart that make you happy, especially on these snow days and these days where we're stuck inside and we can't do much else. So we have to find hobbies and things like that to occupy our mind that are going to be productive for us. Yeah, there's a lot of things that we can do to numb the mind, but that's not what we need to be doing. We need to be focusing on becoming the best version of ourselves. So if you're stuck in on a snow day, then find things that are going to be productive for you. That's why I always say it's a good day to sit down with yourself and to hash things out with God, because there's not much else that you can do when you're stuck in a house other than find a creative outlet, or to just go deep inside and do that hard work that you've been putting off, or to do the things in the house that you've let go for a little while. Just make sure on these snow days that you're being productive, because that is one of the things that hinder us along this path, is that we have a plethora of things at our disposal that we numb our minds with, especially that number one thing that we sit and scroll for hours to give our mind a break. Why not figure out how to give your mind a break by doing a productive meditation session versus sitting and doom scrolling all day, which isn't healthy for you anyway. You know what that does. It takes you down the rabbit hole and has you thinking these terrible thoughts, and before you know it, you're scared to go out your front door. So we got to be cautious about that on these snow days, and to do things, and I'm guilty of it myself, because it is of the utmost importance that we don't numb our minds, do the best that we can, and to impact the most people that we can, and to impact ourselves in this life as much as we can, so we can show others that it's possible for them to do that too. So I suggest doing things like buy you some blank canvases. If you've always wanted to try painting, I think that's a perfect way to express your creative outlet. If you've always wanted to sit down with a notepad and write poetry, by all means do that. The air is beautiful right now for that muse that you're looking for, and you're going to find it. So once you find that creative outlet, whether it be painting or writing poetry or wood burning or woodworking or blacksmithing, something like that is really a great tool that's actually meditative while you're in the process of making that beautiful painting or that awesome knife or whatever it is that you have worked your butt off for. Therein lies the reward. The time that it took and the ability that it took for you to be able to calm your mind and to sit down and to take what's in your head and make it physically in life. And that is actually called creation. And we are creators of our own reality. So I just want you to know on these snowy days that you don't have to be down and depressed. In fact, if you're feeling that way, then it's of the utmost importance that you find something productive to occupy your time with, something that resonates with your heart, something that you can do. You can actually use these talents to make money in the long run, or whatever it is. If it's just a hobby, then great, because you're going to eventually paint your Sistine Chapel. You're eventually going to outdo the Mona Lisa if you put faith and stock in yourself. And that's what we forget to do as humans, is we forget to uplift ourselves while we're uplifting other people. And this creative outlet is a really good way to let you get in touch with yourself. Trust yourself enough to know that you're putting in the work that it takes to get you to where you need to be. So these wintertime reprieves, don't let them get you down. Don't let them bury you. Don't let them get the better of you when you can do these things as a creative outlet that's really going to pay off tenfold. So enjoy this Hump Day Wednesday, and if you're stuck inside on a snow day, find you something cool to do. Find something that makes you happy. And if you dare to brave it, sit down with yourself. Get real and raw and dirty with yourself in this healing process. And I'm telling you, you'll set yourself free. I hope that you're having a wonderfully blessed Wednesday.